The High-Rise Mystery, Chapter 35. That was well tense, I said, faking a light laugh. I didn't know what else to say. I shut our bedroom door. Nerva turned to me with furious eyes. "What are you doing?" she said, her mouth tense. "Trying to solve the case," I said, my heart pounded. "Facts, evidence, deduction. I know someone who needs deducting from the family, and it ain't Pap," Norva said through gritted teeth. Her words stung, my chest ached, my eyes filled with tears. "Norva, I was actually trying to help, I think." "You know what I think," Norva cut in. "I think you're pinning this on Pap. You just won't stop. What will it take for you to quit it? It's beyond a bad look at this point. It's disgusting. You're disgusting right now." "Norva, I'm really not framing Pap. I don't want him to go to prison, do I?" I started to cry. "Doesn't seem like it to me," Norva said with a sneer. "I'm trying to rule him out. What if he was with Kowalski on Friday, doing their project, whatever that was? He'd be out of the picture. I'm trying to help." I lay on my bed and sobbing into my pillow. "I'm just being methodological, procedural, like the detectives you love on TV," I said mainly to the pillow. Norva sat on my bed. I felt her hand on my back. "I'm sorry, Nick," she said. "I know, but this isn't TV, is it? It's real life, the literal definition of close to home." Dictionary.com would have had our faces next to that entry, girl. I laughed and wiped my eyes. Norva stood up and looked out the window. She stared across the Try. "I get what you're doing," she said, with her back to me. "And I know it seems like I'm trying to stop you. I am, basically. I am freaking out. I'm screaming internally. Have been since we found Hugo. Don't think I'm not." "That's why we need to look at what we have so far," I said. "We have to stay in control and keep going." Norva nodded. I wiped my eyes and reached for my phone. Hugo's lid was also in my pocket. I'd forgotten about that. My thumb stroked it as I went through the notes. "Pap said he's apologized to Hugo, and Hugo replied, 'We need to find that email somehow,'" Norva nodded. "You're right. I'll try and snatch Pap's phone later. The timings of those emails could be important. We can also see what websites he may have been on, check his location, see who he's been texting." To do. Get Pap's phone. "I think we know who he's been texting," said Norva. "Jane," I replied. "It makes sense." I flicked through the photos. "Look at the way she's touching him on Monday." I showed her the photo outside the bins. She shuddered. "Also, it explains how she was able to get into our flat when the door was locked." "Ugh. She has a key to ours." I nodded. "Seems so." "How long has this been going on?" she wailed. "Icky, nasty. I hate it." Can't say I'm a fan either, but now we know why he was so certain Hugo wasn't seeing her. Because he was. "Yuck, yuck, yuck," Norva spat. "This a flipping prove." "Now you know how I feel about you and Mark," I said with a smile. "Not the same, not at all. Mark's moody, cool, strong." "How strong?" "Strong enough to move a body?" Norva was silent. She shrugged. "Maybe so. Let's go back out." I agreed. I reached for my trainers. "I'm sorry to say this, but Mark has motive. He thinks Hugo has money. Serena's seen him around the flats and..." "Hold up," Norva said suddenly, cutting me off and leaning down to look into the telescope. "What? Who can you see?" She was silent. "Norva," I demanded. "What are they doing together?" she hissed. "Norva, who are you talking about?" I ran to the window and pushed her away from the telescope. I refocused the lens. Below, Mark and Serena were walking across the Try. Mark was sipping a Vitonica. Lucky, Serena was talking, walking quickly to match his pace. She smiled up at her. I watched them disappear into the lobby of Corner 1. "What's that about?" "I don't know, but I don't like it at all," Norva said, crossing her arms.